know why? They say because white folks cannot take over Asian restaurants and cannot operate them. And so consequently, blacks must operate businesses where white folks cannot duplicate it and cannot imitate it and sell strictly your products. So they want to buy the thing. If we're gonna dominate in sports, you should have sports shops owned and operated by blacks all through your city. Okay. If we're gonna dominate in music, you should have music shops, music stores. You should have theaters that are primarily going to the black community. You should dominate in anything from the bottom to the top. Or in seafood, dominate from the boat to the throat.
Yes, sir.
And make sure you sold every business in there. And let those businesses operate as a team. Racism is a team sport. Learn how to play as a team. Quit beating up on each other and bad mouthing each other and killing each other, shooting and stabbing. Pelting saying, he's my brother and I'm not gonna mistreat it.
Got you. I appreciate that contribution, sir. It has been our inability to work with each other that cripples us. So thank you, sir, for shining the light on that.
I have another question, John Anderson, and I have said this. I got banned from the churches in Baltimore. I recommended that any church with the coon preacher, any denomination that won't support reparations, empowerment, even us having our own police and military and a government for us, our own parliament, the people shouldn't give those preachers any money. We need the tithe cut. If you starve those no good preachers out, some of them would lose weight, wouldn't have money to put in their Bentleys. A whole bunch of them would be talking like you. Everybody should quit all black organizations that don't support us getting our MFM. You can ask John to tell you what MFM means. Okay, the F you know.
Oh, no, we can say it now. We off air. We off FM radio, FCC. We can say what. Go ahead and teach Dr. Claude what that means.
Let me tell what it means. Dr. Claude, Mahalia Jackson, when the preachers would try to rob her, she carried a derringer in the church. You probably heard this story. And Mahalia Jackson would demand her motherfucking money. And as a way to get black folks serious, because reparations sounds a little white, as we use the word MFM. And I mean, it would be cool if you said MFM on my stream. I think I'm gonna like die and go to heaven if you say MFM. You know what I mean? When I hear you talk, I don't hear you say reparations. I hear someone say MFM. So, you know, if you said MFM on my show, I mean, that would make history. Dr. Claude Anderson said MFM. Oh, my God.
Well, let me say that last thing that I have to get off. The other thing I've been recommending for over 50 years, ever since the Civil Rights Movement started back in 1950s, late 1950s. What we should have done, and I'm tired of telling black folks this, you've got to withdraw. Come out of all the Republican Party affiliations, out of all the Democratic Party affiliations, and get away from both of those false organizations and create your black national party called the Black Party. And that way, vote only in your own interest. Tell white folk, I'm not playing that game anymore. If you mark the deck, if you mark the cards and load the dice and rig the machines, in a casino, I'm not going in. I've never got anything out of a vote. You've never got one damn thing out of vote. What you want to say is there's a black party, and any candidate that wants to run and represent black folks to get resources for blacks, we will support them. But other than that, we like the Jews. Say, no, if you're not doing anything for Jews, we're not going to support you. You start doing the same thing for black folks.
Could you call it the Kool-Aid Party? I would say the Kool-Aid Party.
Yeah, and don't run any candidates. You let all the white candidates run if they want to, and you can figure out which ones you want to support based on what they promise and deliver to black folks. That way, white folks can't hurt you, can't get to you. You just say we will vote and support whoever promises the most and delivers the most to black folks. Period. We ain't running no damn candidates. You can run black candidates every day right now. and they will Sambos will sell you out before you get to your back door.
Yes, Lord. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have a final question for you, Dr. Claude, if you don't mind, and it's regarding these legacy organizations. Do they stand? Should they be used anymore? Should we abolish these legacy organizations at this stage of the game for Black America?
Okay, what are the organizations?
The quote unquote NAACP.
Well, NAACP has never represented Black folks.
Never.
We got other ones, Dr. Claude. We got NARC, CBC, all of them.
They don't come into existence to represent Black folks. That's why the head of the NAACP was white. The president was up until the late 1940s. They wouldn't represent Black folks. They represent Jews who were trying to come into the country and wanted to cut a deal to say if Black folk would support us and let us put Jewish businesses all in every Black neighborhood, then we would support them for social integration. And the social integration took our asses backwards. We don't need social integration. I need economic integration.
Right.
That's right.
So you go get them and fight. And in my old age, I want you all to fight some of them once in a while for me. Say, we're fighting for Dr. Anderson. We want economic integration. We don't want no damn social integration. We were socially integrated during slavery. We slept out in the back of the white man's house. We swept this house, cleaned this house, mopped this floor. We ran this every damn thing. Anderson wants money.
So Anderson and Short is saying the same thing. Anderson and Short is saying the same thing. Let me tell you something, Dr. Anderson. I'm gonna let everybody just close out on this. That's why you got this the family in here. This the family chat. We got you. We holding your philosophy 10 toes down in our individual lives, on our social media. I don't know if P. Ray could get in. She shut down. She probably couldn't get back in. But Dr. Short, he already holds the... Okay, P. Ray's here. Oh, Chicago. Damn. I want P. Ray to talk a little bit. Chef C, Dr. Short, JD, me, we are holding you down. And I thank you so much. So much. Because I know you don't come out. You don't come out as frequent. But I want you to know deep down in your spirit, in your soul, these are the people. You chose me, right? And I chose them. You chose me, Dr. Short, Dr. Claude. And you said, you taught me X amount of things, right? I'm teaching them, and I'm not even just teaching them, they're actually teaching me. And these are the people that is in that circle. So I just want you to know and sleep well at night. You got some soldiers on the line. You got some soldiers on the line. And they are for you 100%.
But thank you. You know what I want you to do now? Is to tell either all these book selection committees for all the public schools and the private schools that I want to see a massive increase in them providing books that are specifically designed for Black children. And that if white children don't want to read, fine, that's good. But I want Black kids to understand where they are, who they are, and what they should be shooting for. So you tell them right now that I won't.
No, we're going to tell them, but guess what? We got to fight, because we got to fight this CRT mess, which is nothing but a trope. So we're going to fight that. We know that. That's why I told them to call the library directly. See, they don't Black folk don't understand their power. Call the library directly and demand, which I'm going to do at my local library, where I spend, my taxes is $8,000 a year. Just for me to live where I'm living. That ain't got shit to do with my mortgage, my Pepco, my electric, my water. I got to pay $8,000 a year just to live here. So if I got to do that, I can call my local library and say, give me that red book. Give me that Black History reader. But I want P. Ray to get in here. P. Ray, she's in ground zero. We got some stuff going on in August. P. Ray, get on in here real quick, because he got to go. He got to go.
Yes, ma'am. So thank you again for hosting us or allowing us to host you. We are going to be dealing with the DNC in August here in the city of Chicago. And as my question was before, when I asked you about things that we can do, I know we talked about a lot of things on the long term, but we don't have a long timeline to build these things. We have an election coming up in about 6 weeks, and then we have another election coming up in 10 months, on top of the fact that all of the DNC is coming to our city. What is the best way for us as the Negro population in the city that's being decimated to use this power and time to let them know that, or not to let them know, but to notify the world of the power that's still here in Black Chicago, because a lot of people think that it's gone and we're still here 10 toes down.
Well, you say the same thing to black musicians, black singers, and black actors, and across the board. And say that from now on, if you want us to patronize you as an athlete or an entertainer, and whatever you might be, you better give up stuff and start putting damn money into the black community and trying to help us build stuff. If you don't, we're gonna boycott your asses and put you out of business.
Come on.
Yes, sir.